Hey friends, Melissa Joyner here with The Plugin. Every week we've been bringing you local singer-songwriters from the Grand Strand, but we wanted to mix it up this week. And thanks to our friends with Get Right Promotions, we had a chance to interview Andy Frasco. It was so much fun, and if you keep watching, you'll see for yourselves. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and see Sound Productions to see the full interview.
Lie to me. Why don't you say something sweet to me and take me out for a ride again? See, you're not what I want, you're what I need. No, you're not what I want, you're what I need. Lie to me. Lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me. See, I'm so tired of feeling like I do, like a dog. See, I just keep on waiting for you, but I'm not gonna leave. Just gonna stick my ground with you. Is there something you want? Why don't you tell me now it's true? Lie to me, 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 lie to me. Lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me. Take your time. Build up. Ernie, here we go. Wow! Must be some kind of way out of here, said the joker to the thief. Slow down. There's too much confusion. Yeah. And I can get no release. Yeah, just like that. That businessman takes all my wine. And he takes all my mushrooms too, the blue ones. There's no reason to get excited, no. There's no reason to get excited, no. Hits. Yeah. Ernie. Wow. Bow out! Wow! Bow out! Build up, drum! All along the watch tower! All along the watch tower! Double time! So lie to me, just keep on lying to me, like you always do. See, I could talk to your friends, they be lying too. So why don't you just lie to me too? And take your shit and get out of town. 'Cause I've been hearing this before. You ain't right for town. 'Cause I've loved you and you threw me out the door for trying to talk to you, me and more. So you can lie, you can lie, you can lie, lie to me, 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 double time, lie to me, lie to me.
Andy, thank you so much for being here with us today.
I'm actually scared of heights. This is actually pretty crazy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
How
So
you
is this your
doing?
first time in South Carolina?
No, I've been coming to Charleston a lot. I haven't really played anywhere outside Charleston. I think I played one show with Marcus King. I can't remember.
But have you ever played with goats?
No, this is fucking insane. Like, there's goats and there's I was like thinking of, like sending a ransom note for one of the pigs.
I will be your alibi.
Yeah?
So I have to tell you, just within the couple minutes that I've met you and started talking to you, a lot of people have a persona on stage, but what I love about my interaction with you so far is that you are exactly who you are on stage right here. I love
appreciate
that.
it. Yeah, you know, that's my goal in life, is just trying to be authentic as possible. I mean, it's hard enough wearing a mask sometimes, you know, when you're entertaining and you're tired. Like, I used to do this whole thing high on cocaine. Then I stopped doing that and I started focusing on the music, and since then it's been refreshing because now I could be present. And
it's a different high, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, being present is the ultimate high, you know? It's like, that's what we strive for. That's like the moment when, that's why I stay on stage, and that's why I perform it every fucking day, because that high keeps me present, and to me, being present is being alive. So.
Oh, I love that. Well, speaking of being present, you give so much of yourself to anyone who's there and needs it, from a dive bar to an amphitheater. My question to you,
to a farm.
To a farm. Listen, you will get your goat back.
Yeah,
no, it was a pig.
No, I want the baby pig. I'm gonna take the baby pig.
Okay, the baby pig.
I got a babysitter when I'm on tour. It's happening.
But my question to you, though, is how do you recharge? When the lights go off and it's just you by yourself, like, how do you fill yourself back up in order to give the way that you do?
I think recharging is not overthinking what you did in the past. You know, when I start thinking about, like, oh, I could have done that song better, or damn, I wish I said hi to someone I only got to see once a year, like, you start thinking about all that stuff, then you're not recharging. So it's like, I think we got to stay focused on, like, what I've been doing is not drinking as much after the shows. It's been helping, like, 'cause I'll drink a lot on the show, but like sometimes I get excited to hang out with fans, and you know, we
was
go
that
to
a
the
baby
local
pig
bar.
that I stole, or was it a pig? I don't remember.
Yeah. See, when I'm drunk, I'll actually steal the pig.
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't steal the pig. But I'd say, may I have this, please?
But you would smile and they'd be like, sure.
And I'd give them some money if they wanted it, but I'd be like, yeah, can I have this pig?
I've learned that alcohol doesn't make you make bad decisions. It makes you not care. It makes you think you can play banjo at 2 o'clock in the morning when you can't play banjo.
I'm telling you, and it makes you feel like you sound better than you are.
Right.
My band is a bunch of assholes. They know I'm scared of heights, so they're just pushing me. They're pushing me hard. Yeah.
You're so cool. You're like, I'm not scared of heights. Now it comes out. All right. Well, let's just mix this whole thing up for a second.
All right,
if your afro had a dating profile, what would the About Me section say?
It would, the About Me, my afro. What would be my profile for my Tinder afro? Single. Shout out. If you like, if you like the scent of weed and Jameson, because
what would your afro's name be?
Oh, probably like Barry.
Barry.
You know, I feel like every Barry I've met is super friendly, so I think my afro's pretty friendly. It's welcoming. Everyone just touches it and shit.
I'd swipe right on Barry.
Yeah, I'd swipe right with you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I'll take it serious for a second. So I actually looked on your Afro Ambassadors page and asked your followers like what they would ask you. And actually some of the coolest things I saw was not a question, but a comment. They wanted me to tell you that your show, The Shit Show, actually saved them during the pandemic. And the fact that there was something there that took their mind off of how difficult everything was. My question to you is, how does it make you feel to know that you literally saved people in that way?
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, I was doing it to save myself. I've been doing this, playing gigs, 13 years now, 250 shows a year for the last 13 years, and for all that to stop one day. And like, I did it I knew people were going through a hard time, and I knew people were confused, and like all you saw on your fucking, because I'm the same person, all I saw on my phone or my TV was just like horror. I'm like, no, we are going, that's why people come to live music, is to get out of the horror that 24-hour news gives us, and fucking our jobs give us, and maybe our fucking kids or our husband or wife, whatever. And to get that 2 hours of presentness, and that's what I didn't know how to play piano, and like my songs are sad as fuck. So like when it's outside, like my lyrics are. So I wanted to bring something fun. So I started a dance party, and then I started interviewing people like I did my podcast, and I just started making sketches and just kind of just made this world that I see every I've been seeing every day for 13 years. All my bands, and just wanted to build a festival style show for everyone who's stuck in their house.
You're like a human ukulele. You say that you write sad lyrics, but it's just funny because all the people that come on your show and the way you talk to them and make them feel so special, it makes me wonder if that's because you know what it's like to be on that side of the stage. You know how it feels to have all eyes on you, and you know what it feels like to have people look at you and go, wow. So by you gifting that to other people on your show, you're giving them that space to feel that wow moment.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. It's just the same thing like with mental health. People are afraid to talk to a therapist or afraid to talk about how they feel. So it's like when we are already vulnerable enough and we don't know how to communicate our feelings, we start suppressing. And the minute we start suppressing is the minute we start becoming silent and like feeling we're alone, when really we're all fucking going through this. So we need to stay together.
Well, I've had so much fun here with you today, and we've asked like some really weird questions and some awesome questions, but I do have one serious question for you. When I was looking back at some of your videos, it talks about how you would send out 1,000 calls and emails and you would make up a fake producer name. Like we do that all the time for us. So I want to know, how do you get from doing that to where you are now? And do you have any advice for the musicians who have fake production company names, who are emailing people and hearing back 20 out of 100 gigs? What would you say to them?
You know, I think it's a numbers game. So like the more emails you put out, the more no's you're going to get, but at least we're going to get a few more yeses. And that's how I started. I mean, I got denied 1,000 times a year. I would email everybody. Like I'd email country bars, punk bars.
You're like, I can be punk.
Yeah.
I can be country.
Yeah, we played this one. I didn't know it was like this Confederate bar.
Oh, God.
And we started rolling in there. You know, I was young, had my little fro. I'm like, what's up? And we got them going. So I was like, okay, I got this shit.
That's being an entertainer, being able to look at people who have different political beliefs, everything. And you know what? Like, this is bigger than that. Let's have a great time.
That is. I mean, it doesn't matter what you believe in. As long as you believe in trying to be happy in this moment, then you're on my side.
Well, it sounds like you've done a lot of soul searching, and you can tell that in your music, especially with this last album. It's basically like your love letter to yourself and to everyone who needs a love letter.
Yeah.
So my question about that is, if you could go back in time and say something to yourself as a kid about how you are now, and a two-parter, what would you say to yourself a year from now? Because I know you're going to watch this a year from now, and you're going to be like, that. So what would you say to baby you and you in a year?
Baby me is stop being so competitive. It's not a race. And someone from me a year from now, keep drinking water. Keep drinking water. You're doing good. I've been doing good about drinking water. But when the tours start really kicking in, I better start drinking water again.
Get Right Promotions couldn't have picked a better person to come out here, especially after not being able to have music for so long, to have your energy, and especially the love messages that you're about to sing to everyone. They need it. We all need it. So thanks so much for sharing your soul and your music with us. And it's just, it's awesome to be up here figuring out which goat you're going to steal together. I really enjoy that.
We'll talk about
the one on the left, I think,
the left one is cute.
Yeah, and he's been more vocal. He's saying, pick me.
One of them says, one of them I heard is very angry. Like a mean it goat.
We heard that you're going to swipe right on Barry.
I'm going to swipe right.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to go to a date right now.
Okay. Bye. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, bye.
Some days you feel great.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, some days
Yo, it's smoother than I thought it'd be. Then you crawl through this thing like there's a fucking Goonies or something.
drown into tomorrows and take life as it goes. Someday I'm gonna love you like the way you deserve. Don't let your sorrows drown into tomorrows. Take it as it goes. Yeah, take life as it goes. Don't let your sorrows drown into tomorrows. You just gotta take life as it goes. Take life as it goes.